Jewel is also shown to be that one type of person who completely forces all her beliefs onto anybody, even though they don't agree with her. Like, for example, in the episode Dot and the Starcatcher, in the side plot, Jewel tries to make her and Sunny's camping trip more about her. And before anyone come at me in the comments, yes, I know that Jewel agreed to go camping with Sunny because she didn't want her to be alone due to Barry not going because she's sick. Which, yes, very nice of her to do. However, throughout that side plot in the same episode, Jewel, being the heavily privileged brat that she is, begins to make the trip more about her and her only. Whether it's bringing almost her entire house, stuff-wise, use Sunny's tinfoil while turning her potatoes into a potato buffet, without even getting her permission, mind you, and acts dismissive towards her when Sunny tries to tell her what travel light and roughing it means before and after she does the opposite of travel light and roughing it. I get that it's in character for Jewel to be the rich princess stereotype, but oh my god, the way she treated Sunny just pissed me off so damn much. This isn't the first time she treated Sunny like shit, because in the episode Princess Parade, the dress Sunny was wearing is making her itchy, and while she's scratching her itches, Jewel just straight up yells at her at the fact that she's scratching while she's in her dress. Like, I get that Sunny is borrowing in Jewel's dress, but what the fuck, Jewel? You're more concerned about your dress than Sunny's health?
I think you're being selfish.
While she does apologize to Sunny for her behavior by the end of the episode, that doesn't change in the fact that she made Sunny feel like shit, and I just feel bad for Sunny throughout this episode because Jewel tries to force Sunny to do camping the Jewel Sparkles way. And now on to the last is 3 times where Jewel is at her absolute worst, and the show never punishes her for any of those worst 3 sins that she caused. It's not just Jewel's friends who had to suffer through Jewel's bullshit, but even her little sister Trinket was a victim of her bullshit. In the episode, A Little Goes a Long Way, Mittens, Peanut, and Spot asked Jewel if she and Trinket could look after Squirt, Bundles, and Squiggles while they go in sledding practice in the snowy mountains. And while Mittens, Peanut, and Spot were doing their sledding lessons, Trinket wants to go sledding, and Jewel just says no for no reason. I feel so bad for Trinket in that episode. All this child wanted was to go sledding, and her bitchy sister just says no and prevented her from going because the snow isn't perfectly perfect for her Ning. Not to mention, after she, Squirt, Bundles, and Squiggles find Trinket due to her running away, she never even apologized for her stupidity for not letting her go sledding, and has the nerve to blame her little sister for running away by saying, "Oh, you like sledding? Why didn't you tell me sooner? Why didn't you even bother to ask her this sooner when she said that she wanted to go sledding? Maybe if you do that, this wouldn't have happened." The only reason why this sin is at number 3 is because she at least changed her mind about sledding, and at least Trinket got that sledding wish that she wanted. And there are just 2 more that are much worse than this one. Now in the episode, Jewel's Jewel Chest, Jewel arrives at Marina's house to show off her jewel chest to her. You get it? Jewel's chest is called a jewel chest, making it Jewel's Jewel Chest. Anyway, after some waves and takes Jewel's chest out to sea, Marina, Whale, Jewel, and Cat set sail to get it back. But Marina's boat gets a leak and they almost drowned. But they end up being saved by Patch, Parrot, Spot, and Zebra, who join in to retrieve the jewel chest back. This is where Jewel's privileged and bratty behavior gets scaled up to 1,000,000. Where she demanded that she get special treatment from Patch and demanded that she turn his pirate ship into a cruise ship.
Why do you always gotta do this?
Oh, I'm very sorry, Jewel, that Patch couldn't satisfy your privileged ass because he doesn't have a cruise ship, you stupid bitch! You have the nerve to demand expensive shit from Patch, acting as if the world revolves around you. You're definitely someone Taylor from the Redonkulous race would get along with. Back to that scene where Marina's boat gets a leak. Even if Marina, Jewel, and Cat are on the verge of drowning, the only thing that comes to her mind was her shoes.
Oh no! Now my shoes are both sandy and wet! We have a much bigger problem. My boat has sprung a leak! Here, start bailing out the water and I'll fix the leak. This seems like it could get messy.
Not only did that piss me off, but this admittedly felt out of character for her, because in Saved by the Gift, she was not only worried for Marina's well-being, but also saved her from getting drifted away. Like, have the writers even watched in that episode? I mean, Jewel isn't the most selfless friend, but even she doesn't leave anyone to die due to her selfish nature. Marina and Patch are so much better than me. After the way she behaved, I'm not helping her with anything the next time she asked. However, there is just one more sin where I believe is Jewel's worst deed and the number one reason why, in my opinion, she is a horrible character.